Can you put a filter on me before you post it?
Oh, we did that. Really good.
Okay, so let's get started. So like I said, this is what helped me get to triple. I know a lot of my team utilizes it, but it can get overwhelming. And when it gets overwhelming, I know for me with anything in life, when it gets overwhelming, I stop doing it just because it's just like, okay, I can't take anymore. So there's a lot of different ways that I promote my host to post on my page. So if we're either doing the giveaway, we can do that. And I'll just say, hey, my team and I are giving away this much money for the month or whatever it is. And I just say, drop an emoji if you want an entry. Sometimes a target post does really good, especially if you're like holding a gift card or something like that. I know for our team, we always do a cash giveaway, but that also allows us to promote it however we want. So we can promote it as a Amazon gift card. We can promote it as Target. We can just say it's cash alone. But I know from personal experience, the Target giveaway picture, and I know people on our team can vouch for this, when you have like a selfie with like the gift card in your hand and you're in the store at Target, like that post always blows up no matter what. And the best way to utilize that one is to make it public and have people share that post. So let me see if I can find the one I did like 2018 Target, because it literally had like I wish, like 3,000 posts or 3,000 comments on it. So there was a time where I couldn't get to everybody. So what I did this year is I went back to that same post and I added those friends and I said, hey, you wanted to be entered into my giveaway last year. Like we're doing another one this year. Do you want an entry? Because I wasn't able to get to all of them. But anyways, that just doesn't have anything to do with this, but I'm just saying I'll show you what the post looked like. Why isn't it letting me go bigger? I hate this new phone thing. I feel like the update, you can't really like navigate the button or whatever, the cursor. Whatever. So this was my post that I shared. And it just says, see, why doesn't it like, oh, there it goes. So it just says, whatever, enter, blah, blah, blah. So then they comment and then they like comment all their friends on here. So I just have like a just go to their name. Maybe this girl blocked me. What's going on? Oh, I'm just impatient. And I have my text replacement as host to post, right? And depending on what time of the month it is, typically from the 1st to the 15th, I like to do DT host to post. And from the 15th on, I like to just focus on customers so I can get my starts or anything like that. However, I still post product stuff on my story. I don't post as much product posts from the 1st to the 15th of the month because I'm focusing more on DTs and then volume towards the end of the month. So I send that. I said, hey girl, whatever, like I seen your comment on my Target giveaway. All you have to do is share a post for me on your wall and you can get an entry. That's it. So that's one way that I do a post. Another way that I do a post is I do like a Starbucks giveaway that just says, the last person to say happy before I say Saturday or whatever it is wins Starbucks on me. At one time that I did this, I had 10,000 comments, you guys. 10,000 comments. Now I don't recommend that because my phone crashes or my computer crashes by the time I get to like the 5,000th comment. But I think I'm going to switch it up now because some girl on our team kind of like made it in the post itself saying like the picture and then start your commenting. So you can see like everybody that's entered into the drawing as a like versus like scrolling through the 10,000 comments and finding those people after the fact. So it's just a simple status like this. And it just says the last person to say happy before I say Starbucks on me. no limit in comments, right? So what they're doing is they're saying happy all day long or whenever I decide to do it. And sometimes I like to do 2 or 3. And if you don't have money or you're like money isn't a thing and you don't want to send them Starbucks, send them a freaking sample. Send them a sample of coffee, send them a sample bundle, whatever it is. Just send them something cute because they'll always play if they win something. So then after everybody has commented or whatever, and people still comment even after I say Saturday or whatever day it is, then I'll go back and I will message everybody that commented. And I say, what did I say? I sent it to you, Lisa, 1 second. I said, hey girl, I seen your comment playing my Happy Saturday game. Sadly, you didn't win, but make sure to keep in touch on my page for more giveaways. That way they'll keep looking at your page and they won't unfriend you. I also wanted to give you an opportunity to at least be entered into our $200 giveaway this Sunday. All you have to do is copy and paste the next message I sent and put it on your wall. You down. Some people will ignore you. Some people will say no. And some people will post for you. So you send out all of these messages to like 600 million people and not everybody will respond. But the ones that do respond, they'll go to the top of your newsfeed. What I do then is I send them the post send them the post. The post that's been working for me. I wish I could send my stuff in here, my chat. But I can't. So the posts that have been working for me this month that I've already signed like 10 customers, if you can take 1 tablet for breakfast and 1 at lunch for the next 90 days and lose 30 pounds, would you do it? My friend Connie Ramirez needs 5 product testers in the spring for the spring season coming up. So they post that. Again, not everybody's going to comment on there. I just say, thanks girl on there. The first comment that I put on there, I just say, thanks girl. I'll show you on here what it looks like. And another thing, if you're not using like your saved, what is this thing? Like files, I guess you want to call it. You need to be, and this is how I stay organized with all of my host posts, and I make a new collection for every single month. So if you can see here, I have every single month that somebody's ever did, like other than food, that has done host to post for me, right? And if it was something else, then I do like Venmo or whatever. But everybody's in here from any time I've ever done host to post. So I messaged them, hey girl, like this girl today. Here's my, hey, sorry, happy Saturday. She's down. So I sent her that message. She posted on her wall. And nobody's going to comment because you share 6 million things, chick. Did I?
No problem.
What was that? What happened? Where did the post go? Right here. So then she tags me in it, but I don't put it on my wall because then that shit sorry, it's being recorded. That looks spammy. So I click the 3 little dots at the top and then I hit save post. So then it comes up like this, and here are all my different collections, and I save it to my January, or if you're just making a new collection, just rename the collection however it is. So then she had commented, this first girl had commented before I could even say thanks girl. So since I already boosted that post up, I've there before and after. And I keep before and afters of just Thermify X on hand for this reason. So then I've saved everybody that has done a host to post for me in this saved collection, right? And so now that it's saved, instead of getting 6 million host to post and I'm doing follow-ups and everything like that, I can always just go back and go to this person. See, she hasn't even responded to me, and just click on everybody that has like ever commented and just see like what their conversation was. This safe collection is literally a game changer because post to post gets overwhelming when it says my connection is unstable. What the heck? Host to post gets overwhelming once you get so many up. And then when somebody signs up, I comment and I just say, 4 spots left, and I just take a picture, a screenshot of the notification. So like see all these people that have like commented on this host to post, and then 2 days later I went and commented before and afters. So that's kind of like how I get up host to post, and my conversations for host to post are all the same, especially if I'm doing one story. What the heck? Especially if I'm doing that one story. And another tip that I like to talk about, especially when I'm doing overload host to post, I don't like to send out any friend requests other than host to post. Reason being is because if somebody's accepting my friend request, then I know it's from a host to post. So I know then I can send them a message about the post that they commented on. Does that make sense? Because if it was just some random friend request or a friend accepting whatever, then it's like, oh, is this person accepting my friend from a host post? And I have to go back and check to see if she's friends with the person that hosted the post for me, if we have any similar friends, and I have to do like all this investigation work. When you're doing host posts, you really don't have time for that because you're like really overwhelmed, and this is how your brain's working, is the way that I'm talking, literally when host posts going down. So then that's kind of like how I host post it, and how I didn't host post, how I get people to host post for me, other than like posting it on my page saying, hey, I'm doing a $100 giveaway. I know recently what's been working for other people is doing, instead of doing the Starbucks giveaway, they say the last person to say whatever gets whatever your giveaway is. And people have been getting a lot of responses on that. And then you just respond and just say, hey, you didn't win. Actually, no, that's not how they do it. They do it that way, but they don't say, hey, you didn't win. Hey, if you want an entry, this is what you have to do. But I think I'm going to start utilizing the like, or the like button on those posts that get a lot of comments on it.
That's actually smart. Can you talk about, I know you do mainly Facebook though, but when you showed me this, I obviously copied you because I think it was freaking genius, and I think it's perfect for our Instagram builders. So Connie made this little image, and I just like pasted my picture on top of it. And so when she does host a post on Instagram, instead of like leaving it up to them to create something, she'll literally just send this over to them if she's doing a business host a post, right? And then they just share it to their stories and tag them.
So if I'm being honest, I'll do like Word DT host posts on Facebook, but I'll do
with no picture.
No picture.
Okay.
So let me send it to you. I don't know how I can post it in here.
How are you sharing your cell phone?
It's connected to my computer.
What? I did not know that you could do that.
And then I'll send you what host to post is working for me. And I don't really like to do pictures for like product host to post, only because like, you know, people are like, oh, it works. I'm not doing it, you know. So I don't put it on there because I don't want them to have that first impression. However, with the comments, that's when I put it in there. If you have an opinion, then don't freaking comment.
Right.
I'm gonna send you this so you can put it in the chat or share it with your people. And this is what's been working for me this month, and has always kind of worked for me during boom season. Not necessarily towards the end of the month. I don't know what was happening then, but hey, we're back at it, and we're going strong already. So this is the one that I send for product host post. On Instagram, however, I send the graphic, and really all I do for that is, it's so simple. I just say, hey, sis, I have a question for you. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, hey, would you be up for putting a post on your wall? In exchange, I'll just give you an entry into my $200 cash giveaway on Sunday. And they're just like, yes, or they're like, no, or they just ignore me, or they post it and take it off an hour later. So I also utilize the collection part of that on Instagram. but I just save like the first picture that they have on their story. And that works really well for me for DT opportunity posts. And this is like the newest one, that graphic that you have. I use this one now. Let me try and find it. And I'm not like a really good graphic person, so I just pasted mine over somebody else's.
Okay.
And I can send that to you too.
Yes, please.
Actually, I think I have just like a blank one that you can just put your picture on, and then your face.
Okay.
So I know for me, if I've like run out of everybody that's commented on either like my giveaway post, like my Starbucks giveaway post or anything like that, I go down like the letters in my friends list on my Facebook. So like I'll start with A's and I'll message everybody with A's. Like I put in my friends list and I have it on just like my numbers, and everybody's in here. I organized it A to Z. Maybe, I don't know what I did because it looks like there's just A's in here. However, these people in yellow are people that I have never even had a conversation with. So I highlight them yellow because I don't want that, like, their first impression of me to be like, hey, I'm trying to sell something to you. So I highlight them in yellow. So it reminds me to go interact with their page, build a relationship with them. And everybody else, I've just sent a basic message that just said, hey girl, happy new year. I don't know if you've seen my page, but I'm doing something giveaway. Let me see if I can find one. But I just make it simple. Hey girl, happy new year. Not sure if you saw, but I'm doing a cash giveaway every Sunday this month. Would you be willing to share a cute pic on your story or wall for me? In return, I'll get you a free entry. It will mean the world to me. And people are this girl just read it and never even responded. But she's also commented on 3 other host to post things for me and has never responded, which is fine. But I just go down the list of my friends and start with A's and go down from there. Sometimes I organize it by like the oldest I've been friends with you, and not just so much like I recently became friends with you. So we have a focus group right now with our team that gives us daily tasks every single day to complete our 6 list. And we share like the 6 list every single day in the group page. And then there's tasks like send this message out to so many people, send this message out to people you haven't talked to, or start your A's for like host a post or something like that. So that's actually been really helping me a lot, because I know a lot of the times there are days when I'm just like, I don't know, I just feel dumb and I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm like, who do I even message? I'm sure I'm not the only one that's had like a day like, who do I message? Like, what am I supposed to do? Even though like we do it every day, but it's like, what am I supposed to be doing? So I utilize my friends list, and I do the same with Instagram too. I just search like the letter A, and anybody's name that comes up like my following, then I'll just go message them. And I feel like it's so much easier to message somebody on Instagram that you haven't talked to, because you make it so simple, just like, hey sis, I have a question. This is literally my wording. Let me see if I can put it in here.
Also, I have a question.
Yeah.
How many, or I guess what percent, for say from the last couple months, have all of your loyals and all of your new distributors been from only host to post? Like that's how you found them?
99% of them, yeah.
Okay, that's huge.
Because let me close this door really quickly.
And then also, how many, I know that like, even for me, I've been doing this forever, and it's not like I don't get like in my feelings about being told no, or about being left on red or ignored and stuff like that. But how many of those do you get a day?
No,
ignored, left on red, just so people can see like you're not going to say, yes, I'll happily do this every single time.
I mean, honestly, there's probably like 10 a day. People don't say no to money though. So what I do, here's the thing. I'm going to send them my Thermofy X little wording, right? So this is my first message to everybody that they see about the host to post, right? And it just says, this is what I used when it first came out, and I still use it to this day, even though we just did not come out with this product. I mean, I could change it. I just haven't changed it yet. But they're going to look at it and they're going to say, okay, how much is it? Before I would try and upsell them to the triple threat, what's been working for me right now is just telling them the basic price. And then when they give me that price, when I give them the pricing and they're like, yes, ask for their information, and then I upsell the triple threat. So I can send you that wording too, because I've gotten 3 people to upgrade to the triple threat after they've given me their card information, and 2 people to add on the mocha drinks on top of the triple threat.
Okay. Wow.
So let me see if I can, because I shared this wording. And I think sometimes it's like people overthink it and get scared to ask about like upselling, because they're like, yes, I just got their information, I'm gonna put it in so I don't lose it, and I'm not gonna say anything.
In the beginning, I was like that too. Like, oh, I don't want to like scare them away, so I don't want to like ask them anymore.
Yeah, the worst thing they can say is no more, or the worst thing is like, fine then, you didn't get a freaking 30 BV customers, fine.
Right.
So I don't know how to. If I send it to you, can you save it on here?
Yeah, if you text it to me, and it'll pop up, and then I'll add it to the chat.
How do you do that?
I just copy and paste it to the chat. So obviously I get my text messages on my laptop too.
Oh, on your laptop. Okay. So then I send that first message, and then they say, how much is it? That's most of the time their response, how much is this? Okay. So then I send that first paragraph that's in there. So it retails for blah, blah, blah. Pepper, get out of there. Whatever. And then I talked about like how if they record their weight, then it gives meals, whatever. So then they're like, yeah, let's do this. So then I'm just like, okay, here's what I'll need to order. I get their information. And then once I have their information, before I even put it in, I use that second paragraph.
I that like way too many times. I'm sorry. Because it wasn't showing up. So I kept like clicking paste, and I just pasted it. Like,
it's fine because I can't do it anyways. You can do it. So then once they send that, the second part is my upsell.
Okay.
For that. And then let me see. This is how I word the 90-day or the 3-month commitment.
Okay. And you guys, for my girls that are on here, I'll have these saved too. So if you want them, I can text them to you, and then you can just word board them.
I send this for their literally need to get my life on word board. It's just so overwhelming to be organized, even though it's going to help my life. It's just overwhelming. So I have it downloaded. I just haven't utilized it. Then I send that. It's kind of like out of order, but however it works for you, it's going to work for you. That is what I send in there. So then after that, if somebody tells me no, if somebody's like, nope, that's too much, it's fine. Then I'll turn them into a host to post. And I send this. I just say, that's fine. In the meantime, I still wanted to give you an entry to my $200 gift card giveaway or whatever.
Do you send this even after they ordered?
After they order? No, after they order, I'm just like, hey, thanks so much for your order. Would you mind just sharing a post on my on your wall for me? I'll enter you. I'll give you a free entry into my giveaway. Most of the time, they're willing to do that. One lady told me no because she said she needed to try the product, which is totally fine.
Because she needed a what? Oh, try the product.
Try the product, which I know it's going to work for her, so I wasn't like too upset about it. And then after I send like the ThermoFight description, it's so weird to say ThermoFight. ThermoFit, ThermoFight X, TFX, whatever you call it. After I send that and they're like, no, that's too much, then I send, okay, I know like now's not a good time or whatever. In the meantime, did you still want to share an entry? This girl posted it and commented today. She's like, I had to share this post. I'm like, you didn't have to do anything, but like somebody's like, well, why don't you try it? She's like, I had to share this post so I can get whatever. And I'm like, okay, whatever. You didn't have to, but it was your choice.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been like super scatterbrained on this, but does anybody like have any questions or something that like I can explain or send you wording for that's like worked for me?
How many host to post do you get up in a day, and how many do you challenge your like brand new people to get up in a day?
I try to get at least 10 host to post up a day. My new girls, I try and have them get 5 up at least. But with it being like boom season right now, it's so overwhelming for new girls to do it because then they get like
50 comments and messages and
right. And so it's really just like what's not going to overwhelm them at first, and I'm like willing to help with whatever. And I just make the host to post wording so easy and it being one product. That way they can utilize my wording to like get through the conversation a little bit faster. And then if any one-off things come, then they can come to me for questions, but I leave it at that. If you could take one, whatever, pill a day, whatever. So I utilize that. How do you do the host post on Instagram? So for me, I haven't found that product host to post have worked. I can't really say like it works or doesn't work just because like the couple that I put up didn't work. So I'm just like, I'm good. Like I'm not doing it. But for
works Facebook more than Instagram.
I work Facebook more than Instagram. But like my opportunity post that I use for Instagram, I literally just go to like my following or anybody that's viewed my story, and I just say, I think I kind of posted it at the top up here. It says, hey sis, can I ask you a favor? And I leave it that simple. And once they respond, I would just say, would you mind sharing this post on your story and tagging me? In return, I'll send you a free entry to whatever giveaway you have. And then on my graphic that I use, I have my phone number and like a word for them to text. So typically it's opportunity with my phone number. And there are times where I'll get like 5 responses a day, like 5 texts a day with the word opportunity. There'll be times where I get like none or 1 or 2, but I know that like somebody's host to post that they put up on their Instagram is working. I know some girls on my team will make specific host to post wording, like the word that they text, so they can remember the person that posted it, so they can go back to them and be like, hey girl, you've gotten this many responses from this one host to post, like why don't you do this with me and turn it into a DT?
That's smart.
So instead of using that same opportunity, you don't know whose post it came from, you'll have it if you like change up the wording for each person that does it. But I mean, I wouldn't take the time to do that for every single person, but if you've had a conversation with somebody and it's a potential, you can use that to show them like, okay, there are people interested, like now's the time for you to do this with me, because look at all these people that have already texted me from your one post.
Erica, I can send you this that I actually stole from Connie. So if you're doing an opportunity post, just overlay your info, like your email or your Instagram name, your phone number, and then your picture over top of this, and then just have them share this.
Yeah.
To get their
info. Let me see. I shared it with my team. Where the heck did it go? Do you need something? Oh, I took, what the heck is this girl's name? She's on Cheyenne Knox's team.
Melissa, yes, I can send it to you too.
What's her name?
Who?
Whatever. Whoever this is, I stole hers. I put my face over it, and then I just said text opportunity to whatever at the bottom. So this is what mine looks like. Send that to you. So I just used over, or you can use PicsArt, whatever, to put your face on top of it. But utilizing like the saved categories and the categories on Instagram, if like you work Instagram more, that's always what's helped me stay organized in my unorganized brain. There are times when I try and write stuff down and then I forget, and then I have like 16 planners at the end of the day, and it's just not my jam. So saving that always works for me. But also, when somebody does a host to post for me and their host to post like blew up, even if it doesn't, I have them post, I message them back and be like, hey girl, I know you got an entry already. Would you mind putting up another post and I can give you another entry? So then what I do is I have them post my giveaway on their page. So then it's opening up more people that not are specifically looking for like to lose weight or for more money. They're just looking just to get into the giveaway. And then you turn those people that want an entry to your giveaway into like opening their market for either a business or an opportunity host post or a product host post. And this is really all I message for every single day is getting up host posts. I don't message for customers and I don't message for distributors ever. It's just never been my thing. I just use host to post for it all the time, and then I just follow up.
Okay, I feel like it's just host to post is like an easy in, because you like, if they don't want to do it, that's fine. Like, I'm offering you something in return. I feel like
Right.
that's just, more people find that easier than just to send off a random message.
Right. And I feel like they're either going to say yes or no,
Yeah.
or they're going to ignore you and go creep your page anyways. And then the algorithm is going to put you on their page more often than not. So.
And two, like, even just to get someone to creep your page, because maybe the $200 giveaway doesn't entice them, but maybe they see you taking hair, skin, and nails, and they've been suffering from postpartum hair loss or whatever the heck, all the other plethora of products that we have. So just getting people to peep your page, that's the goal. This is why we post every day. This is why we send out messages. This is why we interact, is because we want to drag people back to our page. And if your page can sign them, there's like no better reward.
Right. And I also have to tell my team, like, host to post isn't like an instant loyal customer signing thing. Host to post is still planting those seeds.
Right.
You're getting those friend requests. You're talking to people. You're sending those messages out. So you're killing like 3 birds with 1 stone from your 6 list all at once.
What was your enrollments for last month?
Real talk.
Yeah.
Like 2 customers.
No.
Last month, December.
Okay, well, what has it been from this month?
Recorded.
What was it this month?
This month so far, hold on, let me see. I think I've signed 5 distributors, and like,
it's the freaking 7th, and she signed 5 distributors with host to post. I know. I was like, okay. We were at brunch today, and I was like, Connie, you need to help me with host to post because my mind just
4,
doesn't.
5, 6, 7, 5 DTs and 7
loyals.
Loyal.
Loyal is late. It's a 7.
8 loyals because I signed 1 last night. I signed 4 customers alone on Friday, and it was like over 400 BB.
Each?
No, total.
Even then, that's bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're host to posting, friends. I'm excited.
So that's just like, but I just have to be honest with you, like, December 31st, people were broke.
Yeah. December's always a hard month regardless.
But January 1st comes and they have like $600 to drop. That's like, what?
I'll take it.
And this lady that didn't join on Saturday for $69, but I got a random notification yesterday at like 10 and signed. I'm like, what? Like, you couldn't do it yesterday, but you can do it today and spend $30 more or whatever it is. So, that's just what's working for me, and just using those saved categories and stuff on Facebook and stuff just to stay organized, because like I bought this cute little thing yesterday for $3, but it's probably going to last me till like January 29th, and then I'll like never use it again. But I'm just, in my mind, I'm just trying to be organized because I don't know. So whatever. That's what's working for me. And I journal daily.
Yeah.
And I feel like I just put those affirmations out there that like I'm a mass customer enroller, I'm a mass DT enroller, and I just try and make it work.
I need to start posting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because once you start host posting and you start sharing it and telling your team like how simple it is, then they'll start doing it, and then your volume starts increasing. Just because I think it's just the simplicity of it that people are scared of. I really don't know what people are scared of, because I feel like it's less intimidating than sending out a distributor message or a customer message.
Oh, for sure. Because you have something like it's like you're doing them a favor. Like, hey, yeah. And that just makes it easy. It takes like the pressure off of it, for sure, versus like just shooting off like a random message.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're just starting, Host Post and you're just gonna jump on, my thing is print out your friends list. Like, even on Instagram, you can literally pull up your I'm sure there's a way that you can like download it, but pull your Instagram on a desktop, pull up your followers, and literally just copy and paste every follower that you have and put them like in an Excel spreadsheet, or print it off if you're like don't want to use Excel or Word document. Print it off and just mark off everybody on there that you've messaged. Like, mark them off. And then I know one of the girls on my team, what she does, if like they don't respond, she unfollows them if she's following them. They're not responding, so why am I going to follow you?
Okay. I gotta write this down so I don't forget it. Even if you do like 5 a day, if you message 5 a day in a week, it's a heck load. And then in 2 weeks and 3 weeks, like, I feel like that, even if you're like super overwhelmed with the fact of having to like message people, just start with 5. And then the next day up to 10 if you want. Or if it's off or you have more time or whatever it may be.
Dang it, I lost my train of thought. Oh, what I was going to say is like, I would message until you get 5 hosts to post up. Like, I wouldn't just message 5 people. I would message until you get 5 hosts to post up.
Okay.
That can mean you're messaging 15 people. That can mean you're messaging 50 people. That can mean you're messaging 5 people. But I would make it a goal to get at least 5 hosts to post up. Because you can message 5 people. What if nobody responds and you don't get any host posts up? Like, you're done for the day. Like, that, there's no benefit in that. And then if you are using like pictures on Facebook, just screenshot them each time you send it to a new person that's either doing, like, if you're using a picture for host post, mm-hmm. or like if you're using your graphic for an opportunity post, I would screenshot it, because the algorithm with like the picture identification number, whatever it's called on Facebook. So this is the host post I use for distributors. This is the only one I've ever used, and it's always worked for me. Whether I guess I should text it to you so you can put it in there. Whether somebody's didn't have anybody respond, but this is a message that like usually blows up for me.
This is the one that you sent me, the one you sent me right now?
Yeah, that's what I use for my distributors.
So you have them post this on Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried like a graphic similar to that for a cleanse, and it just didn't like work for me, so I just didn't use it.
Okay. And obviously we could change it from not summer, but to...
Dude, I forgot to change it a couple of times. People are like, summer.
This coming summer.
Yeah, it's like 6 months. It's fine. So,
ton of names. Get 5 post to post up a day.
Yeah, it's what works for me.
Well, it's working for you because you freaking have 8 loyal customers and 5 distributors, and it's barely the 7th of the month.
Yeah. Trying to fill my steps like 6 times this month. I need those caps.
And are you still 4 loyals away from $500 in fast starts?
Yeah, I just have to get 2 people fast started out of those 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's today? So for both distributor host to post and product host to post, you don't use graphics. You just have them post the words on their wall, right?
Yeah, I just have them post the words. And I don't like use a picture. Sometimes I do like a story of like my story in the comments.
Uh-huh.
Because like on Instagram when you're like talking about your story, you have different slides. Sometimes I post that in the comments on Facebook.
Oh, like the pictures.
And help. Yeah.
Okay. Hey. Okay. Oh, you sent them to me through Facebook. I was like, what the hell did that picture come from? Okay. If you guys need that picture, actually, I'll just send it to you anyway. Just so you guys can have more. Then you just put your info on top of it, on top of Connie's picture.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see what else you sent me. Oh, okay. I already got that one down.
Yeah, I was like super scatterbrain on this, but I guess that's how my brain works.
No, I'm always scatterbrained. I just learned to lean into it.
But I just keep it simple with that. I just talk about with one product for host to post because I can always upsell, or they can tell me their issues, or they can have caffeine and I can change it up.
Normally use TFX?
Most of the time.
Okay.
It's like an easy attraction thing. If you're like reading it, I feel like. And then like you get to like the end of the week and you're talking to all these people that do host to post, and then you post that on your own page. Like you post that same status on your own page, that will blow up.
Okay. I think I got it. I need a word board. Like I need to do my own host to post word board for all of these responses. Just to make life easier. What time is your next Zoom, Connie?
It's supposed to be at 7:30, but she hasn't texted me.
Okay.
We have bingo here at 7 that I'm missing, so I'm a little salty.
What if she doesn't text you? Then you can go.
Well, she said she's currently 45 minutes to an hour away from home. So that would be like 7. Which is fine because I have that Zoom with you at 9. Mm-hmm. Does anybody else have any like questions that I can answer while I'm on here?
Okay, I'm saving all these to word board now before. You seriously don't use word board, Connie?
No, it's on my phone, but I've never even logged into it because I still have to add it to my keyboard. It's just new, and I hate new.
So easy once you do it.
I know. I downloaded it actually before I went to Indiana because I was supposed to do it on the plane, and I didn't.
So normally it retails for $65, but as my loyal customer, it's only 36. Doing the challenge also very. Okay, and then this is where you upsell. So I'll just make that one an upsell.
Wait, yeah, upsell.
Okay.
If you don't know their goal weight, then I would just say, hey, I don't know if you had any weight loss goals or whatever.
I know that there was one, Melissa, for Melissa S. I know that there was one for, do you know what the word, oh no, you don't even use word for it.
I just literally do a lot of copying and pasting. I use like the search button in my
Messages or something?
my notes most of the time, but I really have a lot of my most used responses in text replacement.
Oh, in your actual phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I feel like you sent me stuff somewhere else. Oh, it's on Facebook. Okay. Oh, I have this one already.
Bro, this brother sent me a long.
Okay. Okay. I saved all these. Let's try. Okay. Yay. Oh, you know what? I should have stopped recording a long time ago.